Hi guys, welcome to my morning routine. So excuse the look, but I've just got out of the shower to really just show you fresh what my morning routine would be. So in the shower, I actually opt for cleansing my skin there in the morning, just because it's quick and easy for me. I know that my skin's going to feel squeaky clean when I come out, and I don't then have to opt for using my flannel or any cotton pads to remove it. So, backstory of my skin, I used to suffer quite badly with acne. If you haven't seen, scroll back on my Instagram grid where you can see some before and after shots. So my skin has changed quite dramatically over the years, and I personally now are treating my skin a lot differently. So in the beginning, I was treating my skin with oily consistencies. I was always wanting that mattified look. But right now, I'm going for the complete opposite. So my skin has actually gone a little bit more drier as I have aged a little bit. So what I'm using now is things for lightening and brightening my skin, and also tightening pores. My concern is I just want my skin to look healthy. I want it to feel glowy, dewy, and radiant. So I've just cleansed my skin, and you will know if you have been following me that following cleansing, you should then put on your eye cream. So my morning eye cream is slightly different to my evening, which you will see shortly. But my morning routine consists of the All Skin Med Anti-Wrinkle Eye Contour. This one's perfect for morning and night, but I like to use two different ones because I will explain later. But simply, I apply this on my ring finger. Half a pump is sufficient. I then pat my ring fingers together and I dot around the orbitable bone. And I'm not dragging the skin because we don't want to create wrinkles. We want to pat. So as you'll notice, I'm not going over the movable eyelid because the movable eyelid does not need anything. The only thing that should go around your eyes, remember guys, is a cleanser and then an eye cream. So now that my eyes are completely treated, this one's good for hydration, dark circles, puffiness. And as you'll have noticed, it looked slightly tinted. Now this isn't the case. It's actually the colour of titanium dioxide, which is a light reflecting ingredient. So if you do suffer with dark circles, that is my top pick. So then I'm going to move on to exfoliating my skin in some way. So I am opting today for the Illumier Bright and Clear solution. So what this is going to do is it's going to mildly exfoliate my skin. This is what's going to give me the radiant glow on my skin, hence the name Bright and Clear. It has a natural form of AHA in caviar lime extract, which gently exfoliates but also hydrates the skin at the same time. So if you're suffering with open pores, you're noticing maybe an uneven complexion, looking in the mirror feeling dull, tired, this is the one for you. So there are a couple of different ways that you can use this. For sensitive skins, you can apply it on a damp cotton pad to dilute the strength of it slightly so that you can build up the tolerance to it. But I'm going to go straight in by applying it directly to my hands. This way I'm not needing, again, any cotton pads. My skin is then getting the most out of it. So this one I tend to apply everywhere, and it'll sink in rather quickly because the ingredients are traveling where they need to go. If you're one of those people that's finding that your skin is taking a while to absorb ingredients, it's probably because you haven't exfoliated properly or you haven't exfoliated in a while. And all it's doing is your product is trying to then penetrate through quite a thick layer of dead skin. And unless you get rid of that dead skin, your skin is going to forever feel dull and tired, which we don't want. So now that I've cleansed, I've done my eye cream, I've now exfoliated, it's now on to applying my treatment serums. I layer my serums because I have got different concerns that I want to target. Not everybody needs to use multiple serums. Quite often it's just the one that we'll opt for. But if you do have a range of different concerns, then I may suggest more than one. So my first powerhouse serum is the Illumier Everactive C and E Peptide Serum. So vitamin C on its own is an amazing ingredient. It's very healing, it's very brightening, and within the skincare world, it's discussed quite often. But if you actually pair vitamin C and E together, the vitamin E actually makes the vitamin C 4 times more effective on the skin. So look out for that when you are opting for a vitamin C serum. And plus this has got peptides in it, and peptides help to plump and firm the skin, meaning that your skin will appear more youthful for longer. So this one comes in a handy little pipette. I then apply a good 2 to 3 drops to the back of my hand, and then I apply it all over the skin. It's the first product that I put on because it's the most potent, and this is only a morning serum. So this is what's going to help with hyperpigmentation concerns of mine, because when I used to have acne, obviously I was concerned with the active bacteria that was on my skin, but now I'm getting almost the shadows where the spots were those years ago. So this is going to fade those. It's also going to keep my texture of my skin feeling nice and plump, and it's also going to give me that radiance that I really long for. Then I'm going to go in with Illumier's Ultimate Boost Serum. So this is one of their best sellers, and it's a bestseller for a reason, because if you are feeling dehydrated at this time of year, I know I am, this is what's going to give you the hydration, the plumping, you name it, this serum has got it in. But you can just tell already my skin is glowing just from those 2 serums. There's more peptides in here, so the aging process is going to be slowed down again. And for me, it's really odd because when I was oily and suffering with acne, I used to hate feeling anything on my skin, whereas now I'm layering 2 serums, which just seems completely alien to me. But I do like to feel like my skin is nourished in a way. But I know that when you are more oily, you want lightweight consistencies. So always remember, guys, a consultation with me is sort of paramount before any treatments in clinic can go ahead, because it's about preparing your skin now, so that the in-clinic treatments can be more effective. So finally, we are then going to go on to a hydrator. So my hydrator of choice is the Hydra-Calm Moisturiser from Illumier. Again, 2 pumps. This one's really good for not being too rich, but not too light. It's the in-between consistency moisturiser. So this one goes everywhere, face and neck. Notice how I've avoided the eyes with all steps apart from my eye cream. This one gets left on, and it really just helps to keep my skin hydrated, because remember guys, if you're not hydrating the skin, your skin will then actively pump more hydration in, but of the wrong kind. So if you're suffering with breakouts or you're getting little bumps underneath the skin, it's one of 2 things. You are either a little bit stressed at the moment because these little bumps that come to nothing can derive from hormones, but also it can be that your skin isn't hydrated enough. So the oil that your skin is producing has nowhere to go because you're not hydrating the follicle enough. So it's becoming blocked. And when it becomes blocked, whiteheads, bacteria then appears on the surface, and you're not a happy bunny. So always remember, the more hydrated the skin, the better and more effective and healthier your skin appears. So I'm now going to put on my SPF, which is my Helio Care, and I'm going to do that in a different setting so that you can see exactly what it looks like. So come on, follow me. Right guys, so the final step of my daytime routine obviously has to include my Helio Care SPF. So this comes in tinted and non-tinted formulas. I'm using the tinted. I'm using shades beige with a little bit of bronze just to give my skin a healthy glow. Sometimes I'll just use the beige and then sometimes bronze in the summer months. So this basically is a daylight protector. So whenever there's daylight, whether you're working inside or you're out and about, this needs to be worn 365 days a year. That's right. So I'm mixing the two together. Now I've probably got a little bit too much here, so you can always add. Now I'm placing it all over the skin. I have been blow drying my hair in between my skincare routine and applying this. You can apply it straight after your routine, but this is just what I do, guys. And this is protecting you against UVA, UVB, and also visible light technology, which is emitting from our phones, laptops, computers, and also any technology that we're exposed to. And this is just going to even my complexion, prevent scarring, prevent that pigmentation from getting any worse, and it's completely now protecting me from everyday factors. So that will complete my daytime routine. I am just about to go and take my supplements, so I will take you with me. And if you have any questions at any point in this video, please feel free to comment below.
Okay, so with regards to my supplements, I have two different ones that I like to take every single day. And then there are a couple of supplements which I will dip in and out of, but I'll save that for another video. So currently, I'm taking the number 16 green superfoods every single day. So it comes in a powder form or a capsule form, and this is a blend of 16 pre and probiotics that are brilliant for help maintaining healthy gut bacteria. So if those of you are finding that you are getting quite bloated, you are suffering with your skin, so if there's any inflammation built up internally within the skin, it can actually cause some blockages along the way, which will then come out onto the skin. So this is a really good one for everyone. Everybody should take this one. Then I have gone into more of a skin and body specific supplement that I like to take every day. So this one is called Complete Collagen, and these are really handy travel sachets that basically help with skin, hair, nails, and as it suggests here, an active body. So if you're somebody that's on the go a lot, you don't really feel like you're going to have enough time to take a supplement, but you want something that's kind of like good on the go, these are brilliant because all you need to do is tear the top of them and then drink it. So it's got a really lovely citrus flavour, it's not ghastly in the slightest, and it really just keeps my healthy skin ticking along. And also it just gives me more energy. It's got vitamin B5 in here, it's got vitamin C, vitamin E, biotin, and even zinc. So those are really good healthy minerals to be taking all year round. So currently these are my two favourites that I'm taking at the moment. So if anybody's got any questions about daily supplements, then please feel free to drop me a message.
Hi guys, so as promised, I'm going to be doing my evening routine that I do for my skin. So please don't be put off by the amount of products that I am just about to put on my skin. I'm somebody that does chop and change their routine. So some people will need quite a condensed routine following a consultation, and others may or may not want to use the same amount of ingredients that I like to put on my skin. But remember, everybody's skin is completely unique. So I do tailor my recommendations dependent on what you're concerned with. So first things first, the thing that is most different to my morning routine is that when I go in with my cleanser, I'm actually using it twice. So we call this the double cleanse, if anybody has or has not heard of it. A double cleanse is there to first of all remove any superficial debris that is left on the skin, whether that be makeup or just general free radical damage that is, taken rest on the surface of the skin. The first cleanse is what is removing that. We then go back in with a second cleanse to actually clean our pores. Now, for some people that just go in with their first cleanse and just leave it there, you will find when you go into your next stages that you still will have some form of debris left on the skin. And that is crucial because what it's doing is it's leaving a barrier on the skin. And that barrier is almost acting like a shield, and it's blocking anything else from getting further into the skin, meaning it's a complete waste of time. And we don't want our products going to waste. So I'm just going to quickly demonstrate how I double cleanse. All you'll need is your pH balanced cleanser, pH balanced being very important. We do not want any cleansers that are not pH balanced on the skin because again, that causes all sorts of trouble. But there'll be another video on that. And you need a bag of cotton pads. Looks like I'm running low, so I will need to restock. But the reason why I always say cotton pads is because you can actually physically see the debris that's being removed. If you have flannels or cloths that you like to use, please make sure that you have 7 of them, actually 14 of them, because you're cleansing your skin morning and night. So make sure that you're changing them with every cleanse you do. So let's get into cleansing. Make sure that you have some water, so tepid water, not too cold because that's going to constrict the pores and prevent anything from getting into the skin, and not too hot because that's going to completely sensitize the skin and it's just going to cause unnecessary redness, unnecessary flushing on the skin, and can actually cause a little bit of a response to the product that you're trying to nourish the skin with. So I'm just going to take what I call a nice sort of 5p size of cleanser. Doesn't help that this is see-through, but you can take my word on it. About 5p amount. Mix it with some water. Then with mine, you have to create a nice lather in your hands to begin with. If you're not getting that lather with a particular cleanser, then just make sure that you've got a good cleanser to water ratio. A nice balance, pretty much. Then I'm just going to go in, massage all over. Timing for cleanser is crucial, guys. So we want to be looking to cleanse our skin for a good 1 to 2 minutes. Now, if you actually got your timers out, it does seem like quite a long time. But obviously in the morning, some of us may be cleansing in the shower or over the sink. So just keep massaging in and really get into the creases. So I've had my tinted Helio Care on all day today, so there's only sort of that layer really to get rid of with this first cleanse. If you're somebody that's worn more of a heavier coverage, maybe you're going over mascara, you may even want to go over 3 times with your pH balance cleanser, just to make sure that everything is completely clear within the skin. And as you can see, guys, I'm adding more water just to create that slip and glide. I'm really getting into the hairline because girls, I don't know about you, but makeup can really sit on the sides of my face. Not forgetting the neck either. And then just go in with your cotton pads. So dampen your cotton pads and it will reveal everything that comes off the skin. So again, tepid water and just going around the skin, revealing nice cleansed skin. So let me just go in with my second cleanse and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, I'm cleansed, I am squeaky clean, and I'm now ready to go in with, similar to my morning routine, I'm going back in with my Illumier Bright and Clear Solution. So if you remember from the morning, this is going to really brighten my skin, it's going to even out my complexion, because where I've had previous acne, I am now sort of noticing a little bit of hyperpigmentation on my skin. So this is going to really even that out and really soften the appearance of those. It's also going to tighten my pores, because there are 2 types of exfoliants in here that are really going to help loosen congestion, but more importantly, rehydrate my skin and rebalance. So a couple of ways that you can use this, but as you know from my morning, I'm just going to pump straight into the palm of my hand and then going to just apply everywhere, avoiding my eyes. And this is just going to get all the goodness going directly onto my skin, so there's no waste on a cotton pad. Although if you are sensitive, then please do feel free to use one. So that has now prepared my skin for the nice lotions and potions that I'm about to put on. So within my morning routine, I actually started with a vitamin C serum, which was there for only daytime use. I then went in with a hydrating serum, and then finally my hydrator and SPF. In the evening, it's all about comforting and regenerating our skin cells overnight. So whilst our skin is rested, our skin can then heal, promote youth, and more importantly, be really well rested, so that when we wake up in the morning, our skin is ready to protect against daily damage. So tonight is again a little bit more exfoliation. It's my time of the week where I like to put on an AHA Renewal Serum. So you might be thinking, you've already exfoliated with your toning solution, why are you going in with another exfoliating layer? Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because this one's actually travelling a little bit deeper. It's going to prevent new breakouts from appearing on the surface of the skin. It gives a little bit of a tingling feeling on the skin, which I'm one of those people that does like to feel like a product's working. So I'm going to put that one on next, because we all know that I love layering products. Probably already spent too long in the bathroom, but you know, the skin needs to be treated. So as you notice, it's already given me that really nice radiant glow. Again, I love feeling like my skin is radiant, so that's like my go-to serum. Not every night, it's kind of like my twice a week serum. As you know from seeing my shelf, there are a lot of different concoctions on that shelf, and I'm one of those people that just grabs things when I see things happening. So whenever I'm recommending for a client, I'm cautious that there are certain products that they won't always need to use in their routine. It's just one of those things that, you know, where you have your trusty saviours in cupboards and you don't always go to use them. This is how I feel about ingredients. So I've got my AHA layer on. I'm now going to throw in the hydrating serum again, because we love hydration. And it's really funny because I used to obviously suffer with acne, and for me to even consider putting something like a hyaluronic acid peptide serum on my skin was just so alien, because if I did anything with any form of sort of rich, replenishing ingredient in, I would break out the next morning. You know, I'd wake up, I'd look in the mirror, and there it would be staring at me in the face. But now, because I've obviously educated myself, I feel like my skin has come out the other side. I'm now rebuilding it and retraining it to work in the way I want it to. And that's always, again, you know, another top tip. If you are suffering now with a concern, please, please don't give up. Consistency is always key. And it's about reevaluating what you have on the shelf. You know, if something's not working and you're not getting the results, then it's time to switch up the routine. Stronger ingredients, these are all medical grade, backed by science ingredients. You know, there are clinical papers to back the results of what I'm using on the skin. So really always look out for that. I could talk about it for ages. So next up, we have my eye cream. So eye cream of choice for nighttime is the Illumier Retinol Eye Gel. So I use this every evening. Now, this one is a nighttime only eye serum. Because of the retinol content, you can only use it at nighttime. This is one of those eye creams that is for severe concerns and also a prevention. So for me, I use it as a prevention. You know, I don't want the wrinkles to appear too early. So what I'm doing is I'm just applying it where my sunglasses would sit. So orbital bone only, outer corners and brow bone. Never, ever on the movable eyelid. That does not need anything. Especially with retinol, it travels up to 1 centimetre when it hits the skin. So it will travel to where it needs to go, guys. Any closer and it will irritate. Trust me. So that one is targeting dark circles, fine lines. It's a real energizing eye serum. So it's one of those that is like a booster. I do have, as you know, another one for the daytime, but you don't always have to have both. But if you want the results, then both is recommended. Finally, we're going to go on to my hydrator, same one as I had in the morning, my trusty Hydra Calm. I find that this one isn't too rich for my skin, but also isn't too light. Because when I obviously had the acne, I was treating my skin as oily. You know, I'd get to 12 o'clock and I would have a shine. You could literally just wipe the oil off of my forehead. So I was going for the lightest moisturiser possible. Whereas now I'm going for the in-between because I don't like to feel like my skin is deprived of hydration. I like it to feel balanced and still have that nice glow. So all of these products are promoting different things at different stages, different parts of my skin, and I do chop and change. So I may do another video in another season where it may be a little bit hotter, we hope, and I'm using maybe lighter lotions and potions. I'm not layering as much, but because we are in January, the weather is quite cold, our skin can become quite sensitive. I'm trying to strengthen as much as possible. So if you have any questions whatsoever on my morning or evening routine, please feel free to message me via direct message or by emailing me at alexis@houseofskincare.co.uk. Any products that I've recommended that you want me to do a particular video on, I'm more than happy to do so. But remember, this is my routine. I then, with you guys, would always recommend a consultation first so that we can really delve in deep with your skin's history, what your current concerns are, and if we need to jiggle your at-home routine at the moment to really maximise the efficacy of in-clinic treatments. When the time is right, we can get there. But always start with a virtual consultation and then the rest will follow. And who knows, you may have a bathroom covered like mine. Have a great day, guys.